Hey, what's happening, guys? Today we're doing something we don't do a lot of on the channel, and that is an easy keto dinner recipe. One thing I wanted to do more of in 2020 was more keto dinner recipes on the channel, and today's keto cheeseburger casserole recipe is kind of the start of me doing that. Now, just like all of my other recipes, these keto savory recipes, these keto dinner recipes are going to be very simple, very quick, very easy to make, and I think when you see how quick and easy this keto cheeseburger casserole recipe is, I think you're going to be pretty excited for some keto dinner recipes to roll out on the channel. That said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this one and make some keto cheeseburger deliciousness. All right, so the first thing we have to do is some prep work. As you're seeing here, we're going to get out a wet paper towel, lay that down, and then place a cutting board on top of it. Now we're going to use the flat end of our knife to release the skin on 2 cloves of garlic. And once we've got the skins removed, we're going to mince our garlic. When that's looking good, we're going to add the minced garlic to a small dish and set it aside for later. Next, we're going to get a medium-sized onion prepped. So to do that, we're going to cut off each end of the onion. Then we're going to cut it in half and remove the skin. Now, once the skin's removed, we're going to give that onion a good chop and then transfer it to a small bowl to use for later. We also can prep our cheese at this point, so we're going to add 2.5 cups or 280 grams of some shredded cheddar cheese to a small bowl. And by the way, if you shred the cheese yourself, you'll save yourself some carbs, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, the next thing we're going to do is make a quick sauce for our keto cheeseburger casserole. So as you're seeing here, want to add a 1/4 cup or 56 grams of mayonnaise to a small bowl, along with a 1/4 cup or 56 grams of reduced sugar ketchup. By the way, just so you know, I used this avocado mayo by Primal Kitchen for my sauce, along with this reduced sugar ketchup from Heinz, which only has 1 net carb per serving. Anyways, we're going to give those a good mix until they're combined, and then once they're combined, we're done with our prep work. So now we're going to turn our stove up to medium-high heat, add a tablespoon or 2 of oil to it, and then add the minced garlic from earlier to the skillet as well. Then we'll want to work the garlic around the pan until it just starts to brown and becomes fragrant. When that happens, we can add our chopped onions from earlier and work those around the pan with our spatula until they become soft and translucent. So those are starting to look pretty good, and now we can add the ground beef for our keto cheeseburger casserole. And for today's recipe, we're going to be adding 2 pounds of 80/20 ground beef. Then when we've added that beef, we're going to break it down a little bit and work it into our onions and garlic. Once our beef is pretty well incorporated, we're going to let that cook on its own for a little bit. Of course, after a couple of minutes goes by, we want to give our beef a nice stir, let it cook like that for another couple of minutes, and finally stir it one last time until all the beef cooks through. Now, when that happens, we're going to get a large strainer out and strain all the excess juices from our beef. Once that's well strained, we're going to bring our beef back over and add it to our skillet, turn down the heat to low, and add the sauce we made from earlier. We're also going to add some crushed black pepper and a little less than half of the cheddar cheese from earlier as well. At this point, we're going to work the cheese and the sauce into the beef until the cheese melts. And then once it does, that's when we're going to hit this keto cheeseburger casserole with the rest of our cheddar cheese. Now, once we've got that looking good, we're going to add our skillet to our oven and broil it until the cheese melts. Then once it does, I like to add some fresh chives to it and dig in. And that, my friends, is how to make a keto cheeseburger casserole. I hope you enjoy it.